Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. We have come that the will of the Most High may prevail. Radio Biafra is unorthodox. The way we do things are markedly different from how others do it. We are under divine instruction. We have come that Chukwuemeka may take control of these very proceedings this evening, for we are nothing without him. O Elohim, Chukwuemeka unto thee we repose all that we are. Do not allow your children, IPOB, to be put to shame. Do not allow us to be devoured by the hands of the wicked. Do not allow us, O mighty one, to fall prey to those who do not know thee. You will deliver us, not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy. Hear our cry and our supplication. We are not armed. We have not killed anyone. We have not jailed anyone. We have not done anything at all to warrant the level of destruction and carnage being visited upon your children. The same way Israel suffered, so is Biafra suffering today. And if you, Elohim, can deliver Israel, so will you deliver Biafra. That is our hope. That is our anchor of everything that we hold dear as a race and as a people. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today Israel is here as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise thee. We have come to honor thee, that your name may be glorified, adored, and praised forever and ever. Ise. I welcome each and every one of you, wherever you are all over the world.
Is anybody hearing my voice? Can you just indicate? Okay, thank you very much. I think I muted myself from onset, so I have to restart all over again. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on the time zone. Fellow Biafrans along the globe. I'm reaching you out here from United Kingdom. My name remains Mazi Chukwuemeka. I serve as a North London coordinator here in United Kingdom. And tonight is going to be, once again, the returns on the section of critical analysis, and the gatekeepers of IPOB has once again reassembled themselves in this platform to set the record straight. Thank you, and I'm going to bring Mazi in for him to introduce himself before we go forward.
Yeah, Mazi. Good to see you again. Good to see you, Biafras.
Thank you.
We've been underground as usual. Mazi Ezeji is my name. You know, I remain the same man. You know, nothing has changed. Always underground, doing what we're supposed to do to make sure that Biafra is restored and our leader is home safely. You know.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. Fellow Biafrans, and tonight we are going to do something differently. Gatekeepers has been known for our record breaking and setting record straight. We are the IPOB official gatekeepers, and it's voluntarily. It's not something that we are ascribing to ourselves to intimidate people or what's not. But it's solemnly that is a backup on this umbrella of IPOB that the less you expected, there's those that Chukwuemeka have appointed on this particular part to restore Biafra. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself is aware, because on one of his lamentations that normally is a tradition, I always play it anytime we are ending our program. There is no man in Biafra land. That our men, our women, are very docile and imbecilic. And that is what our First Lady reiterated on the 1st of January 2023 on particular point that she made, underline that word, hashtag frontal rope is the fundamental problem we are facing. So Mazi, tonight, we have come here to do justice to whatever that have been going on. You know, it's been a long while, Mazi. And I welcome you back because we have come a long way. A lot has happened. I'm not going to go into asking you what happened in Trafalgar Square tonight. Are we going to talk about that? Are we going to go back on the smell attack they labeled on you because we found out what they were doing on company's house?
Yeah.
They've forgotten that we are here for a purpose. Mazi Nnamdi kind of vouched that he 100 men. Chukwuemeka gave him that mandate, that 100 men with clean heart, that Biafra will be restored. Yeah. And we're not claiming that one of them. No, we are here to do a justice that when it is required. So Mazi, I will just give you a little bit of time for you to say one or two things concerning, you know, things you have since you've been absent. You know, I think you one time come online. I made a video when you were attacked on Trafalgar Square by some hoodlums. They're not IPOBs for my own, if you ask me. So I will going to start from there. Let's lay a foundation to, you know, and get a foundation where we're going to start tonight. We've got a lot of things to talk about, but let's first, of course, we cannot, you know, isolate what happened in Trafalgar Square. Regardless of what has happened on the day they carry smear attack on you, and I called the moron that lives in South Africa, and I said to him, I didn't know I was on air, for the record. Because I reached out to him, first of all, one time he was talking about the Finland national coordinator and what transpired in Finland. That is when I know that Austin Alban is a garbage. Austin Alban was aware that a national coordinator was loaning money to an individual to send their goods back home, and he was aiding and abetting with it. And I reached out to him to tell him, my brother, such thing does not supposed to come on air. And after that, I didn't went back to him again. The second time was when I called him about the day he was talking about it, I just popped up him on Facebook. He was talking about Mazi Ezeji. I was like, okay. And when I had him say that Mazi Ezeji was holding his one, withholding our letter, I said, these people have gone too far. Then I have to call him. When I called him, listen, I didn't know I didn't know he was still on live. And when I called, he said, oh, Maz George, you may just called. So I didn't catch it until when he started asking me some cynical. I said, why are you being cynical? He said, oh, you didn't understand English. I said, but why? He said, oh, you're live. I said, oh, I'm live. I said, fair enough. Since I'm live, I said, stop propagating falsehood against Mazi Ezeji. Mazi Ezeji does not live in London. He lives in Luton. That's number one. Number two, Onyendu, Radio Biafra address was Darlington Imo that lives in Southeast London. And all of them knew this, including China Sanwo-Olu, this idiot called China Sanwo-Olu. And when they fall back with him, at the time they brought his picture. You know, propaganda. Uchemofo for one day never raised. If I tell you the kind of hatred Darlington have on Uchemofo, you won't believe it. This is things I'm talking about. I witnessed it. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But for one day, Uchemofo never raised his picture and put it up on social media and talk about this is the man holding our letter. This is how ill these men are. That day I say, see these people, we need to do something dramatically against them. If not, my brother, what we're here to savage IPOB. So, Mazi, my question to you is this. Take it from, you need to clarify this before we go forward. Because we are gatekeepers. It doesn't matter what happened. So, I want you to go back on that particular accusation of that you are holding letter. Clarify it by yourself. Then we'll move forward from there. And there, Mazi.
Mazi, thank you so much. The point you have tried to elaborate. You know, gatekeepers and all these noisemakers on Facebook, we don't open our mouth to say anything without, number one, having evidence, proof, making sure that whatever we say, if we are called up tomorrow, to defend it, we have enough evidence to defend it. That's what we do. We don't do saga. No, we don't do saga. Why should we, this left-lane life will come and be doing saga? That rat in South Africa, that midget that makes noise, accused me that Mazi Ezeji, I was the one holding IPOB letters. All of you in United Kingdom, all of you knows me too well that, number one, I don't live even in central London, like you rightly said. I live away from London in the Midlands. And since this agitation started from day one, since 2000, far back 2012, till today, I never for one single day touched any letter belonging to IPOB. Talk less of holding anything. Because all these rats, what they do is that Ezejimmadu them will be empowering them, calling them privately. Oh, go and attack this, because they did it to me. They thought I was in their caliber, to call me to, go and attack Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa posted something. Go and attack. When I was telling them what happened in company's house, that same day, they called me. There were about 5 of them calling me. I said, Mazi Ezeji, go out, and Simon Ekpa said something. And I looked at all of them. Me to go and be discussing, talking about a little boy that lives in, even my first son is older than him. Why should I belittle myself to do things like that? I said, no, please. Check company's house. What is going on there? This stupid Isaiah, that you see all of them. You see all of them that attack me as Trafalgar Square. If any of you lay your feet in UK, in London, you see London, again, then we shall know. Because all along they've been all doing all this, their nonsense, smear campaign, blackmail, cheap, lies, attacking people, innocent people here and there, thinking when they come to Facebook, and spill all those their garbage and blackmail, Biafrans will clap at them. Look at little rat thing, that midget accusing me of holding letter. When he knew that I never even touched any letter belonging to IPOB in UK, talk less of holding it. So why did he not come out again to tell Biafra, oh, Biafrans, I'm so sorry, Mazi, I'm so sorry for accusing you falsely of holding letter. But it was their game, they come, attack him. They think they can attack somebody like me. I am as pure. When you talk of purity, that's why I will always say you must be pure in your spirit, in your soul, in your mind, in your body. You see, to restore Biafra, not open your mouth. You say things you don't know about. When they ask you, can you defend it? You cannot. What is the crime I, Mazi, committed against anybody? Can anybody tell me? They cannot. None of you. They will say, oh, you attack DOS. Who is DOS? George, you're a member of DOS, All the principal officers, they are members of DOS. But some of these Biafrans, some of our people, they lack knowledge, they lack understanding. They will say, oh, DOS is Chike. Whatever DOS says stands. So Chike Dozie will be doing all sorts of rubbish, and then people like us will sit down and then allow him to destroy IPOB from within. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We've respected them, everybody's office. If you are assigned to do a job, do that job. Don't trespass. Don't go into other people's whatever. They tried us make campaign on Kanu. They tried us make campaign on Nene. They tried us make campaign on you. They tried us make campaign on me. The people here doing smear campaign, if they ask you what exactly did any of us do wrong, none of you can be able to defend it. And yet we have bundles of evidence, bundles of proof. Whatever that comes out, you see from this mouth, I have evidence to defend it any time, to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. They are angry because God used me to stop what they plan to execute against Mazi Nnamdi. That's the crime I committed, isn't it? The company's house.
Yes, Mazi, you are.
That's the crime.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You are 100%.
That's the crime I committed against them, because I stopped the evil they planned, executed. And it's there. It's a digital crime. It cannot, it's not something you can go and delete. You can't delete it. It's there till tomorrow. They sent us some idiots to call me. That rubbish boy that is in Germany, what is his name that comes out? Is he Biafra child? He was the one they sent first. Oh, come as in Ezejimmadu, oh, to look the other way. While they were about 5 of them, I think Isaiah, that boy, no, there were 5 of them that called me on a conference call that morning. I was on my bed. I said, listen, who sent you people? Who sent you people? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, his name being removed. The 3 companies, IPOB Worldwide CIC, IPOB Company Limited, Radio Biafra London. He's been the director from day one he founded all these institutions till this day, January 18th, 2022. You went and merged the 3 companies together and then remove his name as director and made that stupid woman, Sophia Carlo, she's the director, and then make Radio Biafra a director in a company. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be taken to court in 3 weeks' time or thereabout. I asked all of them that question. Had it been I did not find this thing out and raise alarm, this same Kanunta, I called him, informed him. Me and him, we called this stupid woman, this Sophia Carlo, that lives in somewhere in Manchester, away from Manchester. We told her, we give you 48 hours to return Onyendu's name as the director. That same woman. What did she do? She quickly, after whatever, returned Onyendu's name before Onyendu would be taken to court in 2 weeks' time. And then Biafrans forgot that before then, there was a court date, isn't it? That court date, Onyendu, the Nigerian prosecutor, came out after the court and said, Mazi Nnamdi has denied being the director of IPOB. Before Barrister came out the next day, that is not what happened in the court. They forget. Our people, they easily forget. They were going somewhere. And these are things they did systematically. It's not just they woke up, remove our leader's name. No, they wrote fake letter. Fake letter. Signed the fake signature of our leader that is in custody in DSS. That he is the one that authorizing them. Authorizing Sophia Kalu. She put it in that letter. The first one. Because in companies as Mazi, how you own companies the same way I own here in UK. You know how things operate. Before you do all those things, you write a letter to them. They will take time, maybe a week or 2 weeks, to reply, then for you to act on that. It was systematically, they were doing it. I was following them, secretly, following them until that 18th January, when they finally thought they have gathered everything together, remove Mazi Nnamdi. So by next court date, when they take him to court, they will ask him, Mazi Nnamdi, are you the leader of IPOB? He will say yes. Are you the leader of director of Radio Biafra London? He will say yes. Are you the director of IPOB Worldwide CIC? He will say yes. They will say, but you resigned on the 18th of January from all this company. I asked them, what will be the fate of our leader and this agitation? None of you can answer it. That was the question I asked that stupid boy when they sent him, that Biafran child. Oh, come as Ezejimmadu and tell Ezejimmadu that it is a tax return. Mazi.
Mazi, can I chip in something here?
Please, because
now, I know there's a lot of stuff to lay out of your heart, but let's take it one at a time. You see, it's very, very imperative that Biafrans understand where we are coming from. We doesn't just sprint from nowhere and start ranting or talking on social media. IPOB have a structure, and our structure remain unshakable. Because those that were called by this mantra, we always follow the path of our leader. What happened in United Kingdom, a lot of people don't know there is an eyesore.
they don't know.
Is electronic data that will never go, is electronic print, it doesn't go away for you clowns. It's a cyber crime against IPOB. That my kids in this country will read it one day about Biafra, because my kids know what I'm fighting for. Yeah. Tomorrow they will have the privilege to go to company house and find out the eyesore that happened there. It doesn't go away. I want to tell you guys, just like when they wrote that guy letter, he doesn't even know when they invited him. Mazi. It's very important. So we were not going to be diving too much on this, but thank God now you're here. They have carried their smear attack. At the end of the day, they shot themselves on the foot. That is what I said yesterday in my program. China Sanworu, if he's human being or a ghost, is an evil and a devilish guy. Because the same guy, all of them knew that Ezejimmadu has got nothing to do with holding Radio Biafra letter. It was Darlington Imo. Yeah. But they came out that morning. Even some of them, I used to think they're human beings. All of those monkeys came out that morning on this mad dogs so-called platform, ranting about Ezejimmadu. Even there's a video I can play here where they're bragging. They drove everybody, and I asked, if I will join IPOB because of people like you, 2 million of you somewhere talking about Biafra, I am as George Umeh will not budge.
Nah.
Yeah, but thank God that the reason why, because we are gatekeepers. We don't just come out and talk. That's why we are gatekeepers. And we gave them time. We gave them time to exhaust their idiocy and their, all whatever information Chikerism have passing on. Chikerism, first of all, violating the fundamental right of people by extending data protection. Information that the principal officer sends, Chikerism will send it to people that has got nothing to do with our official works. Yeah. They are not principal officers. Chikerism does not understand that the world protected by data. DPR. Yeah. They don't know what that means.
No, they don't.
They don't understand what that means. That I can sue you by you letting my information out that I sent to you personally. Encrypted. When WhatsApp said end to end encrypted, means somebody cannot penetrate. That's what they mean. We are here to educate Biafrans, not to, there's no prejudice. Mazi, Ezeji, and I. It was it's a divine provision. And like I said, we always take a stand. I remember that morning, all of them came out. And I told them what I told them. And I remember somebody mentioning name, Mazi, Umeh, Mazi, Ezeji, and I laughed. If we are people like you that made us to come out to join Mazi and the Canada, I will not be Biafran. And the person talking in question was the person that we are traveling with leg from Ghana.
Yeah.
Because I remember when this idiot was calling from Mozambique in one shop like that. You know what I mean? In Mozambique. And today, and the Ikechukwu, with a good heart, thought he was dealing with a human being, brought into South Africa. Now he turned now a monster. Because Chikedozium, they're looking for willing tools. So, Mazi, going forward, now you have clarified what has transpired, even Trafalgar Chukwuemeka. We're not going to go because already they know what they're going to get if they step their foot in United Kingdom. Like I said, the advice will be given to Biafra is that whatever you do is detrimental to you. Whatever I said, I am liable to it.
Simple.
I am liable to whatever I uttered. That's my word. Like Mazi said, before I say anything, we have, you see, I can sit here tonight and say, I can come out every day and be talking. It doesn't pay us because that is why do we have Radio Biafra? Why do we contribute money? We have a mouthpiece which is Radio Biafra where we worship. That is our hallowed platform. But guess what? They have turned it into a nightmare. This is a platform that our university used to link on every evening to listen, to learn the history. But today, which way are we going? So Mazi, going forward, tonight, gatekeepers have, reassembled again. And we are giving this notice that everything that has been unchecked will be unchecking them from now going forward. I don't know if you agree with me. But because...
Mazi, I totally agree with you. Anyway, you know what we've been doing, behind the scene. I will make it official tonight. Chikedozium, Abanyim, China Sangoru, how many of you, that concocted that evil? Time for retribution has come. I warned you people, we judge you, man. Personally, secretly, I warned all of you. I warned all of you. You cannot deny it. You cannot say, I did not warn all of you. I warned all of you. Stay away from evil, from wickedness. I warned all of you. You see, our money in America, $747,000, all of you shared with Simon Ekpa, Nelly Ofebu, Madam Oyibo, all of you, shared this money among yourselves. And you bring Simon Ekpa, decoy, if somebody thought, go and attack Simon Ekpa, to deviate attention. There are people that God has put them, aside here and there. They have every access to every information. They have every documentation of the evil, all of you've been doing. Our leader was Immediately he was rendition. What did you people do? Bam! You are making flyer. You are coming to UK. Money, money, money. Lobbying group. Lobbying. All of you knew. It's false. It's fake. Our leaders sent the information to you people. Don't even the lobby for what? We run parliamentary system here. But because of your wickedness, you went and did the first one. Kanu told you people, stop it. That is crime. Our leader sent information. This sit at home that is causing problem today in Biafra land. Let me ask you, Chike Doziem, and all of this your little group, did Chukwuemeka send you for Biafran agitation? The answer is no. Did Chukwuemeka, our leader will always tell you, say, what is the meaning? The mantle for this agitation is on our leader, Onyendu. The mantle is on him. It was the mandate that God gave him. God shows him visions, sends angels to him to minister to him. You bunch of fools that never, for one single day, because your heart is so dark, so wicked, you after money. You after, nonsense things of worldly, things that does not satisfy a man. As you people are eating that money, how are you people feeling? All of you, they can create aqua. All of you. Your life, a misery, a mess. Anyways, yes, he will give us that message. Meaning, you see, any order from our leader is a law. You have nothing even to question it. Not for one single minute. If he says, stop that sit at home, come out, tell Biafra, stop sit at home. That the order is from Onyendu, you go in. That shows purity of heart. Not you, Aleka. Chike Joseph de Kankrikapa. Opening your dirty mouth to say you, even your Mazi, you used to play that his nonsense voice. Opening your mouth to say, oh, you want our leader to give you a reason why he said, stop sitting at home. That sit at home, you cancel it. You want our leader to give you a reason. Because like I wrote on my platform, you see, Onyendu chapter 1 verse 1. Once you disobey any order from Onyendu, you over. The spirit of Biafra has left you, and there is nothing you can do to recover. Nothing. That's why all of you now drink broken glass. You go to Radio Biafra now drink glass nonsense stupidity. Lay more curses on yourselves and your generation. Who are you? Did anybody enter Biafra or want to join IPOB because of any of you? The answer is no. The answer is no. So, when our leader gives order, you have nothing even. That's why we call out, he said, quasi-military, C&C, command and control. Don't ask questions. Because the mantle is not, the mandate was not given to any of you. The mandate of restoration of Biafra is not given to any of you. So who are you to question? Only send the information 96 hours. Say, stop that sit at home. Don't ever go on. Then as you want to, the reason, him to give you reason. That's when I know you are more than useless. I kept quiet all along, Onyendu. A man that sees in the spirit, a man of the heavens, a man sent by God, given to us by God, a man that communicates with God, with the angels. They minister to him, they show him things that is going to happen in future. He gave you info. Just stop that sit at home. Kanonta, you people hate it today because Kanonta told you people, stop that sit at home. As Onyendu said, you people, you have created, little rats here and there. Oh, attack Kanonta. That's his crime. Kanonta told you people, don't do the illegal fundraising in the United Kingdom. It is illegal. You people attack him. That's the crime Kanonta committed, isn't it? Today, some of you are using family of our leader as football. Oh, Kanonta this. Even you have gone to the parents and you come and tell me, any of you that open your mouth for 1 single second to attack Kanonta or Kanu's family, that you meant well. No, you don't mean well. Not for our leader, not for this agitation, not for even restoration of Biafra. All of you, most of you are a bunch of empty vessels that make the most noise. We warned all of you. Biafran agitation is nothing of saga. Not saga. People are go. A lot of people have sacrificed blood. Oh no, you are eating blood money. You are eating blood money, and you have the temerity. You come out already, Biafra. You open your dirty mouth to say things. Nah, that can create happen.
There, Mazi.
It's a shame.
I just want you to let off. It's very, very important.
It's a shame
that you give a clarity on things you're already aware of that has been happening all this while you're not frequent online. Now, the word of hatred to Kanu is just a fasauna, if you ask me. Kanu, people like us, when we speak, we just don't talk anyhow. Just like when the argument of Madam Nene came out, I said it yesterday, I'll reiterate again. I said it in a very quiet manner. I said, listen, I am not against Chike Doziem accessing IPOB worldwide account.
No. But you were right.
No, Mazi.
You were right.
Let me land. Get my point here. I'm not saying that. I said if he wished to do so, it must come from the armpit of the chain commander of IPOB. By him going to his boss and said, okay, because you are probably he found something. Let's use this scenario. We're talking about in a very organized platform, because we are IPOB have an organized platform. Now, if he found somebody's in our code of conduct, he found somebody doing something wrong, he's the head of the Directorate of State. Now, he have evidence of that thing that is irrefutable. You know where to pass it to, and you know where to get your approval to. Because if Mazi Nani can order Madam Nene to an audit, she won't say no to it. I was privileged with on a meeting. Even this Nelly of Fabu they use when they made her an audit or whatever, Onye never told her to audit anything. I don't know, because if Onye could have said, Madam Nene allow. The problem was this money mentioned 747,000, which was the account they were 40 years an account. They were always rebooting Madam Nene, and they were giving password in the morning, in the afternoon they've changed it. That was the problem. And Onyendu made a broadcast specifically saying that some people in America are holding our money. It is not those that hold $30,000, those two men. These are particular, this money before Onyendu was, because I remember Charles Rabbi confirming to me about this 747,000. And we have evidence, damning one, that substantially put. Now, Mazi, Kanu tweeted, I told them then again, that Chike does not have power over Madam Nene. We have three heads. I'll reiterate again. Head to the Director of State, Finance, and Media. These three heads answerable to Mazi Nnamdi directly, but they work simultaneously as a team, like Ezejimmadu tweeted. Mutual respect among you people. When there is issue, that mutual respect existed when Uchimofo handled IPOB from 2015 to 2019 to 2020. It kept them on our bear. Kanu tweeted that the sister tone has suspended. If you remember where all this whole feud started was when Kanu tweet came in that the sister tone was called off because he was part of what is going on inside IPOB within the DOS himself. Today they tell you that Kanu does not have any position in IPOB. It was the same Chinasa Nworu. Remember, Chinasa Nworu was the first person that quickly to come to the Biafra accused Kanu of selling our leader. You know, you remember?
Yeah.
Chinasa Nworu. That's why I say he said one thing when they accused him of going back home, that he put his camera on to Emmanuel, because every time they're pushing themselves to Emmanuel. I don't know what they say in Emmanuel, but Emmanuel is more intelligent than all of them put together. Okukano family is a divine family. He never had him say anything contrary to what the family have believed on or agreed on. I said it yesterday. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the Aharam, throne of Afariku Ibeku as the first son of Israel Okukano and Lord Ugeze. Now, in our tradition as Igbos, if Onyendu is nowhere to be found, the next person that man to bestow to is Kanu Takano without any argument. As he is not with them today. If any decision if they require the decision today, Kanu Takano must, just like when the parents was just like this guy in Germany. Some of them were saying that Kanu Takano was not in present when their parents was buried. But Kanu Takano was there. There's a video to prove all these things. He was the person that actually poured the sand on the grave. This is how far they have gone, Mazi. Yeah? So the point we are making here, this is not about individuals innuendo. We're talking about IPOB here. Onyendu from IPOB by a divine mandate from heaven. Like I remember, he said he went his way the first time when he prayed into the war. He said that voice came. Ignore that voice. Second time he came, the voice said, you must liberate my people. Well, what the voice told him was, you must speak truth, even if tantamount to your death. That's why that's why I told people, Onyendu can catch out tonight, but Onyendu make it open. I remember a day Onyendu was in the Afariku Ibeku with the two parents. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make the boldened. I was watching him, goosebumps all over my body. The mom and the dad in the boat side and his wife was there. He said, I will sacrifice anything sacrificable, including my both parents and my wife and my kids. My brother, I said, this man, is it okay? To be honest with you, because that's a big word. And the man is talking to his king without no resentment. All of them are in one accord in what we are pursuing. Now, for those who does not understand all these things, have not seen all these things, and have not listened or have heard about all this war from our leader, and on course of this struggle, the two parents give up their ghost, Mazi, and the man is still standing. He's in the DSS dungeon today. I said it yesterday. Onyendu is there because he wants to be there. He said, if it wasn't for Chukwuemeka Biama, that I will not speak to any of you.
To be honest.
So, Mazi Ezeji, I welcome you one more time, and the gatekeepers have come to stay. We are going to play voices, Mazi, and these voices will be giving us clue on what to say. Because, like you've just said things, randomly, things that that has happened, but we have them on voices, what they have said, what they have been doing, what they have accepted. Chikedozem, we're going to play first of his voice where he admitted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall never be isolated. Even Madam Nyanya, he knows his limitation in all this whole thing. Madam Nyanya issue has been there. And Onyendu have not done anything because there was no issue. Onyendu know what was going on because Madam Nyanya was their hindrance. Yeah. And they carry campaign against Madam Nyanya until Onyendu finally being renditioned. Now they have their way. Right? And Chinasa Nworu, because is somebody that is, when we talk about clone, he's a clone person, Mazi. That's how I see it. If you remember, me and you have conversation about this man before this is unveiling. We don't hide anything. I know what you told me. He said, Mazi, let's manage these people. I said, okay, Mazi, let's move on.
I told you initially, I said, let's manage, because from all indication that time, I was telling you, my brother, your IQ and their IQ is not the same. Your understanding of, freedom fighting and their own understanding is not the same. You and me know You heard the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know what and what you have sacrificed. You know what and what you have put in from your own pocket. Not for one single minute will you, Mazi George Umeh, I know, you think, oh, let me do this, in order to get this money from this agitation. Would be tied to you. But not these people. These people are the lowest. That time I told you, let's be managing them, to cover up. But do you know that broadcast I made? Chike doesn't want to go to write that rubbish. I told him, shove that memo back in your ass. You're an idiot. You're a low level. You are inconsequential till eternity. Because you cannot. I have evidence more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our leader will send message through the solicitor. How stupid they are. They think, when a solicitor, maybe a Jimako or a Jofo, send message to them, there is no other person that have access to that message. That's what those idiots think. That's what they think. Now, what pissed me off was our leader. If truly you understand our leader, if truly you understand this agitation, if truly you understand what is he and see, when our leader give you order, we have no right, even nobody in IPOB, all these idiots, they have no right to question that order for one single second. You just go and do it. You just go and do it. You understand me? If truly any of these people, if they really want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive,
of course they don't.
They will not. They don't want him alive.
They don't.
They don't want him to come out there.
Mazi, like I said,
they have committed so much evil, so much sacrilege, so much even unpardonable sin that they know that, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out today, they know he won't even say a word to any of them. He just, just put them in dustbin where they belong and move on with this. They already know.
Mazi, they're already there. I said it yesterday.
They're already in the dustbin.
I said it yesterday. I said it yesterday in my program.
It's so annoying.
Any hardcore IPOB, I'm not talking about spectators. I'm not talking about people that their frontal lobes are not functioning, that are dysfunctioned. I'm talking about those that know why they join IPOB. Chike Doziem order does not fly anymore. Because Onyendu does not... Listen to me. Listen to me. Even the last sit at home, God in heaven works in a mysterious way. If Nnamdi Ejiofor, that lawyer, Onyendu didn't even send it with Ejiofor, neither with Ejimako, because of they have been fighting Ejimako. He did it with the external person. Nnamdi Ejiofor is Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. Observer.
Yeah.
Observer. It is not IPOB lawyer. For those that don't know. But Onyendu is now passing his message through an external person. Because you know that the people, these men have compromised. Mazi, there is no two ways about it. Yeah? So the point I'm making here is, Mazi, that we're going to play voices. Like I told you before. You just came back, so we're not going to be too hard tonight. But we're going to play some voices and listen to what they have said.
Now we'll go to go and bring them evidence as we move on.
Yeah.
Present to Biafrans to show them how Chike Doziem from onset with Madam Oyibo in America, how he turned the agitation and handed it over to Madam Oyibo immediately.
Mazi, that
our money, that's 747,000. Their text messages.
Mazi, that matter will be that is not something we're gonna do easily.
These people are so they're short.
When the time is right, you see that particular document. It's out there. They know about it. It's not something hidden. They know. They know about. They're playing deaf ears about it. They don't, as if they don't know what was going on.
Because they share the money among themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they, like I said, they know, and they know, and they know that people like us, we don't just come out and talk.
Yeah.
Like I said, the day we will present that document to Biafrans, the lowest layman within us, we know what that document stands. Because as is, everything. Listen to me. Everything will be highlighted and itemized and put together and make it public for everybody to access it. And after explaining it, that Biafrans will know, because we're talking about document. What about Umeh account, Mazi? Have you asked a question?
Yeah.
How much was recovered on Umeh account?
Yeah.
That's second question. Now, the third is that now Chikerism they thought they have achieved their aim by infiltrating now to stifle IPOB fund. Now they're using coordinators as their piggy banks. Coordinators now is their piggy banks they're using. So now what they do, they call it in disguise national account. On national account, who is managing that national account? On whose management are you managing national account? That's where our leader wife said that frontal rope is the main problem. I said yesterday, and a professor in Igbo land, I will use Igbo to make a point of contact. Alamajri, it's not Hausa, I'm talking about a Fulani man, Katurera. Because there's difference between Hausa and Fulani. People must differentiate these two. I won't talk about Hausa people. I'm talking about Fulani, because it's not Hausa. Those people that rearing cattle are the pure Fulani, they're the one killing Hausa people in their own land. Because they conquer them. Those people you see sleeping with cow, they're more intelligent than a professor, Igbo man. That his frontal lobe is being unactivated. Because he claimed that Igbo. That is one thing Onyendu is telling them. Because somebody Igbo Nweleze, why would Chikedozie not listen to Onyendu?
No.
Oh, that's what I'm telling them. People are saying, the message was clear to. Who the message was clear to?
It was clear to them.
To them! Some donkeys will telling you, they are pointing finger in someone else that has got nothing to do with IPOB. That's the main distraction they have bought to distract people. That's the alibi. So Mazi, it's very, very important. And tonight, Biafrans, Mazi Ezeji and Mazi George Umeh have a tracking record in things we have said in the past, on things we are doing. Because, it's just like when you guys gather yourself as so-called media worms, come out to attack Mazi Ezeji. That day, I was the only person that I was on air. I will say it again. All of them, even the one in Austria, cut your voice. If it wasn't me and you, that one, German Joy could have sent him to Abyss. German Joy could have sent him to Abyss. German Joy could have. All of them, we have private conversation with all of them. They've forgotten that we all have spoken once. Why? I told them, I don't defend individual. I defend IPOB. China Sanworu, I have evidence of defending his name. I don't know him as a principal officer of IPOB because I know he is the Middle East rep. When he was called criminal in United Kingdom, and the person that brought the article is the same this guy Harper's 4i or Igbo that lead Igbo arm in United Kingdom here. The same guy that brought it in the former UK coordinators forum. And George Umeh told them that forum must be shut down, and they shut it down. I have all these evidences. I know what they wrote there. But I defended Chikedozie. I don't need to know him to defend him because IPOB have a structure. But the day I found out that China Sanworu was the person that actually said that Onyendu was sending message, everybody was reluctant. He came to Radio Biafra to say that Kanu was the person that sold Onyendu.
Yeah.
Then do you want me, George Umeh? If this guy if he's a ghost or human being, that's what I said. China Sanworu, what you are getting now is the zoo is giving you the bitter of your own medicine. He started with campaign of smelling people and blackmailing people, and you people think IPOB was formed under blackmailing. Onyendu said, if you kill your own, Biafra will not come. It's the same China Sanworu tweeted this. He wrote something one day in his Facebook. I have it, I can put it up here. He says, sentiment apart. That so far Biafra is concerned, Ojukwu, Uwazurike, and Mazi Nnamdi. Can imagine you adding Uwazurike in Biafra agitation and mentioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whereas you know what has transpired. Where did Uwazurike take Biafra agitation to? Neither to oppress our people back home. He built talks. What you are doing now, probably was once a master, but it was different. What you are doing now, building talk within to kill people in Biafra land. That's exactly what you are doing. Because the day I saw that write-up, I have it, I can put it up. This guy have the temerity comparing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which was Uwazurike. He tell me that this guy is a human being.
Mazi, they don't. Like I said, these people, their frontal lobe, number one, is not functioning, and these people, they are so low, very low level human beings. They have no dignity. They have no respect. They don't even know what the agitation is all about. They don't know that. I wanted to always say, hungry people, they don't fight for freedom. They are gone. Hungry people. People who are always, they after money. Oh, money. Oh, money. Money. They are grabbing, looking for, lies. Falsehood, this, that, to grab money. That people have died. You and me, we are here voluntarily. And that voluntarily, you are bringing your own resources, private money. You are working so hard to bring it, to put it inside the IPOB, to support what is happening. As to you are putting, even when a message somewhere, you say, okay, you bring money, say, take it, go and do that message for this agitation, to free our people. Can any of these idiots that are all over the whole place say in confidence that yes, they are really fighting to make sure that Biafra is restored, to make sure our leader is released? No. They are forming, a little cabal. They will send the money they have stolen. They will send it to some of these idiots, rats. They get data, and if you say something, they attack you. They should, Biafrans, you and me, hardcore IPOB members. Everybody should be grateful, thankful to Kanu family, to Kanu, to people like Madam Nenayanya, to people that all these idiots are attacking. You blackmail the people who are holding the. It's like I use myself as an example. Had he been, God did not use me. I found that thing out in company's house, Mazi. Onyendu go to court. They ask him, are you the director of the, and he said, yes. They show him that you were removed, you resign from all these companies on 18th January 2022. I asked all those idiots, what will be the hope of our leader and this agitation? They cannot answer it. They cannot. You know why? Because their plan is for our leader to be wasted, for Nigeria to destroy him. Then they've shared the money in Umeh, they've shared the money in America. They come into UK. You and me know that little thief. Nice Nwokoro and Sophia Kanu. One of the meetings we had, we were asking them. I said, where is our money? Those are the people. They will come. Oh, nice Nwokoro. Yeah, the IPOB coordinator, national coordinator in UK. Mrs. Teta and your husband. Oh, you are being the same idiot, Chika Ezejimmadu, or whatever they call that idiot, to open his mouth to call Mr. Steta a British man. Biafrans don't even ask questions. Say, what did the British man do to Chika Ezejimmadu? Nothing. A British man that has been fighting to defend Biafra, that his voice echoes around the world. they used to do program in Radio Biafra. They have forgotten that that is the man. Chike Doziem went, oh, he expelled, so that he think he will remove them and then put all these criminals to be doing their illegal fundraising, illegal things, and they are getting this and that and that and that. That's what they think. That's why you see these people. You see these people. It will never be well with all of them. You see, all of them. It will never be well with all of them. Them and their generation. They are going to suffer till eternity. Because, you see, Onyendu told you people first, don't stop that sit at home 96 hours. Oh no, Joe, you want him to give you reason. A rat. Our leader to give you reason before you can obey the order. No, you went ahead to do it. Today, what is happening? Every person in Biafra land, thank God you have their voice. PK said you should be held responsible.
Yeah, we accepted that.
Yes.
We accepted it.
Because of that disobedience, because of that insubordination, that is why Biafran land is in disarray today.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's not something.
If they don't know, they should know it. So all these idiots that they come, hungry, that their media, whatever, they send money. Oh, go and attack this one. Oh, go and suppress it. Go and suppress it. I hope they should understand that Onyendu is in DSS custody and is still leading from the front.
Yeah.
Meaning, whatever he says, because you don't know, last night, he's gone to bed, Angel came minister to him, told him, showed him, I said, this is this. Tell them to stop this, because in future, this is what is going to happen. He sent that message. They disobeyed it. Today, what is happening? All the order he has given, you people disobeyed. You think you have a right?
Mazi, I don't want to cut you off. Even the apparent one that is visible to everybody, to so many people in the past, we are saying that, what is the order? Where is the proof? Ezejimmadu wrote a tweet about the entering national coordinator of Germany, which is Abraham.
Yeah.
Chike Doziem came to Radio Biafra. Up to today, he have never reacted to it, though the Abraham is doing his work. I want to tell Biafrans to understand where we are coming from. And this is the reason why, if somebody is somewhere in their bedroom or on a sitting room or front room now, issuing orders, Chike Doziem allows that to happen. The same individual, they allow the person to be in their meeting. It's just like when we are heading our meeting. They allow a external person to come in to hear what we are talking about. Now you know your secret, you know your strength. Now they will know that you guys are empty vessels, just like all of us know. That is where the guy drives his energy. Whatever he's doing today is based because he was allowed to be in a meeting, sensitive meetings that he was not supposed to be part of. And at the end of the day, the guy knew what you guys are doing, that all these guys are empty vessels. They're there for their own stomach. Onyendu say wretched people. In my wretched people in two terms. It's not like somebody that is poor. It's obonyonon to whatever you have, you're not satisfied. That is the definition of wretchedness. Just like the one living in Germany, claiming that working a baby, but he's begging for 200. He's begging for 2 euro to buy an app of 240 euro. You ask yourself question: where are these people coming from?
Oh, they're gonna have their head agitation.
Where are these people come from, Mazi? So, Mazi, because today is your return, and that is why you have to have the platform, because the people know you and the way you do your own thing. So you laugh and do things the way you do it, and that is one of the things about our program. Now, Mazi, I want us to go deeper on the issue why we are here. Now we have said a lot. Let's just listen to. I will be doing it one after another. We'll listen to Chike Doziem first audio. After that, if you have something to say, indicate. They will go to the second one. Before now, we go to China Saworu. and go to their media worms, because we have like another 30 minutes to do this before we call it a day. Is that okay?
Yeah, please.
Okay, let's move.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and I was saying that I thank sister that just spoke, especially again because at the last conclusion of her statement, said it all. She said it all because she said, I'm the second in command. I'm the second in command. The first in command is there. I cannot honestly be expected to take over the work of the first command. The first command is reachable. He is still in charge. And that is what I have been trying to let our people know. That is also what the enemy wants us to do. They want us to isolate our leader. Isolate him in the sense that believing that he's not in control. Oyendu is in control, and that is what we must push across. I am second in command. When there are issues that I can deal with immediately and deal with as second in command that does not need the input of Oyendu, I deal with them. Because I know he has taught me how to deal with those issues. But if there are so weighty issues that we need the first in command to make an input, I will act according to his instructions. And as I'm speaking to you, Oyendu is seized of the allegations about his head of finance. I know the instructions that he told me to carry out. Based on that, he has not asked me to remove anybody, and I cannot remove anybody because Oyendu, people are going around saying. I said it on my broadcast. And I'm very disappointed. Are we deliberately trying to isolate him? Because that is what they want us to do. We must.
Mazi, I need you to keep this word down. Isolate him. Underline that word. And let me say this again because we will be making sense to this. Now, Chike doesn't know from onset that he has got no power to remove Madam Nyanya or do anything contrary to what he has said. And I will say something here because all this audio, people have had them, but you know that the frontal lobe does not function. That is functional. Now, they know all these things. The question Biafra should be asking Chike Doziem, why did you embark on smear attack on Madam Nyanya, number one? Number two, why did you send us to Nabani to be sniffing around all the whole Europe to now build a parallel IPOB financial body within IPOB? Which Chike Doziem himself come on Radio Biafra even announced that now if you want to make fundraisers, you have to contact Abani. Chike Doziem were aware of all these things. So what was their agenda? Mazi, I want you to remember this. And whoever that are listening to the sound of my voice should be asking this fundamental question. Now, Chike Doziem now have a chief chunk of people that now have conditioned. Some of them are from his village. Now, some of them are the people looking for paper. These are kind of people they can box it in. Or those that frontal rope is not working. Gather them. Say they have national account. Or those that want to be in Igbo meeting. That's the kind of people that what we are seeing in IPOB now. Question is this: you are aware of all these things. So why did you now going after things you know? Are you there to savage IPOB or to destroy IPOB within? I will allow you to play, Mazi.
All the time that the Oyendu is in charge. That is what scares the our enemy. If we reduce his authority, we are putting him in danger. And I cannot be part of that. So until he tells me in that very serious allegation, very serious matter that he appointed head of finance and taking into account that these allegations have been there before he got this issue that he has now. He was already aware of it. He hasn't acted on them, and up to now he hasn't asked me to act on them. I don't think it's reasonable for me to act without his authority. I can't do that. That is why I'm a very, very simple, obedient, follower. That is how it is. I know where my responsibility lies. I know where my duties lie. I know where I am expected to act, and in those areas, be rest assured that I will act. Where the input of Oyendu is needed, I will wait for his input before I act. We are here also, we may disagree on that, but that is my outlook of this whole situation. I have been in this movement.
Mazi. Yeah, go on.
This is Chike Doziem explaining himself to Omwanda Highway. Abi?
Yes, correct, 100%.
Now, if Chike Doziem, his frontal lobe is working, if Chike Doziem really understood what this agitation is all about, Chike Doziem, if you are in his shoes, will you ever open your mouth to answer any rubbish from this Omwanda Highway? Because while our leader was outside, those women, everybody, you are inside IPOB, you are IPOB member. We don't have Omwanda Highway, autopilot, this one, group, you know, a man who understands what his job is all about. And our leader has issues. Who are those women for you to go? Like you rightly said before, he went to go and, bring in people who are not even members of IPOB. Like that little boy in Finland. They went and, all of them gathered, they sat, they're having meetings together, giving them access to sensitive information. Do you know your job? You don't. Because if really you know your job, you really know what you are doing, you can never utter these words to those women. Because why are you telling them? For what? To sack Madame Nenayanya, not to sack Madame Nenayanya. As who are they? What do they want to achieve? No, what do they want to achieve? Are they the ones that appointed Madame Nenayanya? The answer is no. The person who appointed Madame Nenayanya is still alive. Is Madame Nenayanya having issue with anybody? No. Is she having issue with our leader? No. Since she became the head of IPOB Finance over so many years ago, has there been a one single day there was any issue with Madame Nenayanya? No. Then why now? You see, that's why people whose frontal lobe, if they are not in it together, my dear, you are HOD, Directorate of State. Your job, you are answerable to Onyendi. Madame Nenayanya is answerable to Onyendi. Where is the one in, is it a form or whatever, that is heading media, is answerable to Onyendi. Onyendi is still alive. So what makes you think you will, be talking about the finance of IPOB, this and that? Things our leader never even gotten himself involved. He made it clear. Anything that has to do with IPOB finance is Madame Nenayanya. Immediately, our leader had issue. What did they do? They turned into, Abanim, Chike. Do you remember the one they printed flyer here in UK that during the time we were doing broadcast? I told them, I said, try it. They came to Radio Biafra to withdraw it. So later when we stopped broadcast, they thought they have arrived. The same Chike Doziem that is saying all these things today. Chike Doziem, what was played was your voice. So today, what is happening? Have you isolated our leader? Have you disobeyed only others? Have you gone against the ethics and the code of conduct of IPOB? The same Madam Nayanya, you channel all smear campaign against her. Till tomorrow, have you ever come to say, oh, sorry, Madam Nayanya became your enemy? Immediately our leader had issue. Till today, what crime did Madam Nayanya commit? Zero, nothing. Because she didn't want to, she refused to dance to the you people say full tone to destroy IPOB finances. That's her crime. She maintained the command and control. As you, so you don't know, Madam Nayanya also gets a message direct from our leader. That's what some of you idiots, you don't know.
Mazi,
Mazi,
I'm not interrupting you, but they know. Even our national coordinator here, when I asked that nitwit, according nitwit, that nitwit Austin Albani, the answer to me was that the national coordinator have access to Onyendu. Onyendu knows everything they are doing. You know, you see that audio is very, very important. Chike Doziem on his own words said that we must push across. We must push across. So what has happened? This is what I'm asking. Some of these people claiming that they're IPOB, they're under IPOB, they are media worms or whatever. Now, Chike Doziem with his own word. And do you know where Chike Doziem fell? Flatly. You know, sometimes before you go to any job, they will give you a test. Those women try Chike Doziem. That was a private conversation. They recorded it and pushed it to the guy in Finland. The guy ate it first. Now, they wanted to know if this guy is actually a leader. Like he said, if I, George Umeh, was in his position, you called me meeting when Onyendu is being held. I know nothing about what has happened. You know what I will tell you? In a very quiet manner, I have got no answer for any of these questions. Simple. Until I hear from my leader.
Finish.
I have got no, you know, when I saw that video, I watched it.
Whose heart is pure.
Listen. When I watched them, then a lot of things was going through everybody's mind. Okay, he was trying to be nice. But when I understood the guy was answering question he has got no answer to, that makes you an accomplished because he was working with those women. For those women to put him in a spot check, questioning him, and he's forcefully giving answers, that he has been working with them underground, even when Onyendu was here. He has been editing and abetting with them because they know what happened to Onyendu. All of them knew what happened to Onyendu. They knew. Madam Oyibo was aware. All of them know. They know how Onyendu was apprehended in Kenya. But Onyendu himself wanted that because he said, I will lead from the front. Somebody have to lead him to the enemy. Someone have. That's why I'm not. If Onyendu cares to know who sold him, it will be things he will be saying to the lawyer. Oh, XYZ told me. But remember, when they started this mail account, when they say Kanu, they mentioned Chinas and would mention they come on this gang of criminals. As of course called so board of DOS in the Biafra. And when we contacted China Kanu, what Kanu? You think Kanu will be singing song to you? If he was singing like Chike was singing because he's guilty, would now retrieve the passport of Onyendu or documents in Kenya now to sue Kenya government to bring us to where we are today. To all this United Nations working group, all this information we have, if Kanu could have told them what he was doing, they will blow it. Because these are compromised men. That is a fact of life. If you can sit down and be answering women questions that you have got no answer to, they tested your ability to lead. They know you're not a leader. The guy in Finland as well, started holding meeting with them. They understand that these people are empty. Austin Alban, the Finland coordinator, will go to DOS meeting. Only what Austin Alban is saying, go and use his platform to raise money because he has been involved in money. Like I said to them, I said, I have never gone into as a principal officer to prove my evidence. I will still say it tonight. I want any of those morons to come out and say George Umeh XYZ is lying. Ekwensu, you know, the devil in heaven is what is going to punish all of you. You know, it's not something that we're not here to mimic. So, Mazi, now you see, what you should ask him, what has gone wrong? Chikedozem said we must push across. We must not isolate our leader. But the same Chikedozem, Mazi, I want you to listen to this voice now and tell me what has changed. Listen.
Should suspend the sit at home. And when said we should suspend the sit at home. And I asked our people, those that I had discussion with, I said, but what is the reason? They don't even give any reason why we should suspend it. And they said he didn't give a reason. And I asked them, but you tell me, what reason would I give Biafrans why I am suspending this sit at home when our demands has not been met? That was my question. I asked those both in DOS and those who were not in DOS that I had the opportunity to speak with. They were there, the news. I asked them, what will be the reason I have to give? And with that, sorry, I think I'm trying to mix a little thing here, but the lawyers have not come back to us now. Now, this is before the night, the first day of it. So when I was asking them, what is the reason they want us to suspend this thing? And they told me that we should use NECO as an excuse. I mean, we should use NECO because of the exam that the people are trying to hold. And I said, but NECO doesn't really, it's not the strongest excuse to give the Biafrans why we should stop the sit at home. And I will be very, very frank. And I will take the responsibility. I haven't said it on air before because it's not, I don't come on air to, and I said, because there is no reason from our leader that we should stop this sit at home, that we are going to go ahead with the sit at home. And then we went ahead with the first sit at home. After we did the first sit at home, and it was a huge success, unbelievably successful. Then, after that same Monday after the sit at home, the lawyers had a visit again to Onyendu, and they now came back and said that Onyendu said we must suspend that sit at home. So that message came now the second time, and I said, okay, if Onyendu insists, after the evidence we have provided that this thing was successful and that our people were willing to do it, if he insists, I will suspend it. And I suspended it. That instruction came from Onyendu. And anybody who tells you otherwise is lying. And that's how I will answer that question.
Mazi, I want to say something before you start. You know, someone called and asking question, right? And he trying to exonerate himself. The more he talked, the more he deepened himself into mess. Yeah. Into mess, right? So because he was trying to, now, I said they created an alibi, but that alibi is what is now indicting them with their own words because they don't know how to defend themselves anymore. No. Now, he's saying that because now the argument is now people are forcing it at home in Biafra land. Yeah, but who actually, go on now, Mazi, I'll let you carry on from here.
Mazi, even anytime I hear this Chike,
it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, to be honest. It's heartbreaking.
Open his mouth once to confirm that truly Onyendu sent information to him. He got it on time to stop that sit at home. Kanonta, all these idiots now are coming to attack. Also, told them, stop this sit at home. Onyendu had said, stop it. Even with voice message, text messages. Even today, Kanonta had couldn't hold it because he knew what is good. Onyendu are going in future and say, stop, don't do that sit at home. Cannon also will be, it's the same blood they carry, Canon blood. He told them, stop it. 96 hours. This idiot, to give him reason for him to stop it. It means, number one, like I said, these people are mad of what the agitation is all about. They don't know. When our leaders say CNC, quasi-military, they don't even understand. If our leaders say, when the heavens, they don't even understand the meaning of those things. Look at Alekara. He doesn't open his stupid, dirty mouth. Onyendu sent information, told him on time, stop that shit at home. You are an idiot. What you do, you should have learned from Uchemefo. That's why, you see, whatever, I was discussing with somebody the other day. The person was saying, was it today or so, with something? I said, listen, you know why our leader cannot come on air to say anything against Uchemefo? Because Uchemefo never disobeyed any order, even when our leader had issues. If our leader send a message to Uchemefo will come to the Biafra and say, yeah, this is what our leader said. He will drop it that way and go on his own way. Chike Doziem, you are an idiot. You are useless. And that's why, you see, all along, we warned you people, we think that anything not in any of your brain. Our leader is alive. Any word that comes from his mouth to you people is law. You have no reason to question or for him to give you reason before you will obey that order. Thank God it's on record that you said you know the responsibility, you will accept the responsibility. Now, Biafrans are being killed because of this nonsense sit at home. You went ahead to disobey Onyendu. Because that was why these idiots, they cashed in, isn't it?
Are you going to blame him? You don't have to blame him.
You don't have to blame him.
I don't really blame him, to be honest with you, Mazi.
You understand?
If you remember, when we came out, we told them what to do. Didn't we tell them what to do?
I told you people. These are, what is his name? That can be in here. God, I told him, I said, listen, you people, issue restraint order. Chike doesn't, any of you issue restraint order because all of you and that little boy in Finland, you were, doing, abateke.
We're sharing money together. It's not something
yes,
that I did.
We were sharing money together.
Someone
in America.
Someone for 7,000 they shared, yeah.
You people use him as what? Alibi, a decoy. When people want to come to the truth.
Yeah, they say, they point at him. They point at him. Yeah.
They point at the boy. What has the boy got to do?
We're not distracted by all those shenanigans, Maz. We'll
people
move on.
Like us are not distracted by it.
No.
Because day one, I personally, I told you people, even we made broadcast, word for word, ordinary restraint order. Restraint order.
Mazi, have you forgotten that we debated about this restraint order issue, right?
Yes.
They don't even know how to do it. They ask us now to go about. They will sign. Remember, I'm supposed to be the one doing this.
We discussed about.
Yeah, but the point was when this issue of company house came up.
Yeah.
Now I told you, I called you man Ezejimmadu. The morning that I wanted to go and see my lawyer, I called you man. I said, man Ezejimmadu, I won't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Because
I told you, don't
these people, what I'm seeing in these people, there's something not right with these people. There's not something not right with these people. Because he asked a question, he said, where is our legal team within IPOB? Can they do this by themselves?
I asked them.
Can they do this by themselves? Now, but you can see Ejiofor is suing somebody in the zoo But he couldn't explain all that something that happened in Europe, which will have an international affiliation. They couldn't do it.
That morning, you see, all along, I've kept quiet about this Ejiofor of a person. That morning, when 5 of these people, these moles, these demons, called me, "Oh, Mazi, remove your eyes from the company's house and don't talk about it. Forget this and that." I sparked. I say, "Who sent all of you? All of you are demons from pit of hell. You want to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You want to destroy this agitation. It will never be well with all of you. Will all of you get the hell out of my phone and never you in your stinking life come again?" I cried that morning on my bed. The next day, I called Ejiofor. I said, "Barrister Ejiofor, are you aware that your client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name, has been removed completely from all the companies he founded? Radio Biafra, IPOB, Worldwide CIC, IPOB Companies Limited. He has been struck out as the director, and you'll be taking him to court in the next 3 weeks. Are you aware of it?" He kept quiet. I say, "Are you aware of it? Because there is, danger." "Oh, he's in court now. He will call me back." He never called back. I recorded it. You see, all along, all these people secretly have tried, you and me, we've tried to see whether they will, whether they can, change, or even if it was a mistake here and there, but it's obvious.
Now, Mazi, listen to me. They have taken a stand, and this is one thing I will say. I will repeat it. I will retreat again.
They don't want
the time we are in now is a pivotal time and crucial in our struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon now, watching the movie going on.
Of course,
he's there. He's there because he's mandated to be there. Like I said, Onyendu can catch out and told all you baboons to go to hell. But Onyendu said, I will retweet again. I will quote our leader again verbatim. Like as he said, I will sacrifice. He said, "Any day I think of betraying Biafra, if Chukwuemeka Biama did not wipe his generation out, that. That is why you could see that Oku Kanu family, it is not just because of his wife, not because of his brothers. Everybody is actually endowed with what we are doing." That is why when people are making a secret statement against the family, Chikedozie supervised it, Chikedozie approved it. But this is the problem we have had, and we must deal with them. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out. I said this. That was one of my friends, and he had a heated argument. In 2015, then we are underdogs. Not going to happen. People say, "Who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to dare Nigeria and come back?" I say, Onyendu will come out alive. And I judge Umeh. I left London here. I went to the Lagos, and I remember my younger brother asking me, "Brother, where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to Abuja." He said, "What if they kill you there?" I said, "What about those ones that in that Headbridge Onitsha? They are our brothers. This is what we sworn on oath to do." I went to Abuja. I know what I lost. I know what I left behind me. Onyendu, like a Ejiofor issue. When this guy Obeta issue came up, the same thing. Ejiofor was nobody, was a property lawyer in Abuja before he came to IPOB. Sorry to say this. But because Ejiofor had meddled, Ejiofor allowed his sentiment to override his intelligence. Now, the day I know that Ejiofor has issue, the day he write a disclaimer against Ezejimmadu, and I asked myself, I said, why would such thing happen? Issue of this Simon Ekpa, Ejiofor escalated it because if Ejiofor could have passed that message from one channel, we won't have this conflict. He went to Simon and told him, "When you have to tell you to pick over the radio," and he go and tell China. Now he went to them, China Samuel, and tell different things. Now the guy feel that the message was passed to him directly. And Onyendu will not ask you to go and send message to who we want to employ because we are employing somebody. So you have to come from one source. This is all the mess up these people have done because all of them. That is where when the guy started attacking him, he went to go and write some. If you see the document, how dirty it is. I said, "Are you suing someone that live in Finland from the zoo court? The same zoo court that doesn't obey court order about our leader. That show me that you are complicit in whatever you do." I told people that day, it's personal. But now people are questioning Kanu. When you people have come up and tell that the Israel Kanu and his wife now are infidels, because at the end of the day, you're telling them that they're infidel. That's why you're calling them infidels, because at the end of the day, that their son is no longer their son. And they want Kanu to go to bed and allow you to sell. This is not IPOB. It's a personal crime. It's a cyber crime. And you must answer to it when you've been called upon. So, Mazi, let's listen, because I know when you're ready to, if your time is wrapped up, just indicate to me. I'm going to play China Sanwo-Oru's voice, because we want to talk about these individuals and their media worms they have created, all the things they've said. We've got a lot to talk about, Mazi, so we'll have to choose dates. We'll have to come out on program, because we have to be doing justice to them. And this thing is about educating people. With time, we'll give people privilege to call in, to ask critical questions. That's what we normally do before. People do call in and ask critical questions that will put them through. If you opt for debate, you can come. If you think what we are doing that is you have the balls to debate, you can. The floor is open for anybody that wish to debate. It's very, very open. When you know you're an IPOB member and your frontal rope is active, you can come on this platform. Then we'll lay you to bear. So let's go to China Sanwo-Oru, because the reason why we are playing this voice is that I have said it. You need to disassociate yourself from these men, because they are not acting under the umbrella of IPOB, under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu One Central Command. They are not. Quote me anywhere. They are not.
Now, when we mount up that pressure, everywhere started to panic. When we declared this sit at home, we got a message from the leader that we should call off this sit at home. I don't want to go deep on people. There were people who played a very dangerous role against that sit at home for their own selfish interest. Because I expect you to come here to ask. When we put sit at home, you saw that Ohaneze Ndigbo, you saw the people opposing the sit at home. You saw them. And you saw people who were giving them thumb up. It is that destruction they want in IPOB. It is to destroy and discredit the IPOB leadership. After due consultation with our leader, we went ahead, conducted the first sit at home that was carried around the world. Our leader continued to send message that the sit at home, we should call it off. The message continued to come. Everybody was reluctant to call it off.
Mazi, no, it has not finished. One second. I want you to just to put it down on your, when you have to respond to this audio.
Reluctant.
No, not reluctant. Remember, 96 hours before China Sanwo-Oru announced this, Onyenu have told them 96 hours before, even if announced. After that, Onyenu is still sending message. But by then, the damage has been done. Let's continue.
Why I'm explaining this thing is that at the end of the day, I want you who have supported because they sit at home Monday, our people have been voluntarily. When we announced the sit at home, we got messages. Even we are not normal. We know that spoken word cannot be retrieved back. But the enemies of this struggle, they continue to attack the sit at home. They continue to bring excuses that NATO is coming. This one is coming. The university is 6 months on strike till now. They use it to blackmail the IPOB leadership, if you are not aware. Everywhere was that the Chike Doziem and China Sanwo-Oru, they don't listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying. That they disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you are one of those people. I am making you a direct accusation. Some of you, like you, were part of the people carrying all this kind of rumor that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to allow somebody to come on radio, they refused. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to cancel the seat at home, they refused. I know this struggle, that word that I spoke, because it was in conformity in what the leadership agreed, and it was the best for the struggle. But you were there when people were blackmailing Chinasa Nworu and Chike Doziemo. It was to avoid saying that we disobey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we must always listen to him, whether in the DSS.
Mazi, I want you to go. I want you to go to. I have 3 videos again. I have 2 more videos for him specifically.
Like I said, these people they don't even know what they are doing. They don't even know what they are into, and they are using their mouth to confirm it. So if you disobey the order from Onyendu, what gives you the right? You think you can suspend anybody or sack anybody, or like all those rubbish they were doing, here and there? Of what? If you ask them now, okay, you, Mazi Judge, what was your crime for him to call your name on radio Biafra? Oh, Judge, you suspended. Your crime was you paid money in the right account. You've been paying money for years. You became, the North London. You are the one who coordinated North London. You've been a principal officer, even grassroots, over the years. Before some of these idiots think of joining IPOB. The account approved by Onyendu to Madam Nenani control you've been paying money there. Yay! You still pay money there. That's your crime. Judge,
yes,
you were suspended.
Yes, Mazi. At the end of the day, after mentioning Mazi George Umeh, I wish Chikedozem will continue to mention name, because Chikedozem is not worthy to mention my name. He's not worthy to mention my name, because I'm too blemished for him to mention my name.
Chinasa Nworu is nothing. Let the Biafran, if they know, they better know it.
Distance yourself from this guy. This guy is an evil man. It doesn't work. It's not for IPOB. He doesn't talk for IPOB.
He's claiming what he is not.
He's not. No, he's not.
He's claiming he's commanding ESN or this or
that. No. Who gave him the commander? Let him come and tell us how.
Nobody gave him. Onyendu never gave him commander of anything or whatever. He's just Abani is a European rep. He's Asian rep.
No, Middle East. He's a
Middle East or whatever.
Middle East, yeah.
That's what
East.
it is.
Yeah, Middle East.
So Onyendu having problem, and he's ranting and backing like a mad dog on Radio Biafra every time. You open your mouth to say the message keep coming. You know this and that and that. You people in the leadership. Who are the people in that leadership?
Very, very important, Mazi. We just want the Cabal should tell us who is their leader. We want to know who is their leader. If it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is their leader? Who is leading them?
Who is your leader?
Now, listen to him. The guy said that in conformity with what leadership want. You know the word? In conformity with the what leadership want. So who is this leadership? You know,
who is your leader?
When Chinasa Nworu is the lowest of all lower, because he made a comment that Mazi, I don't want to say something because there's so many audios we have to play. When we play, we're gonna be having fun. Like we told them, we want them beforehand. We want them beforehand. So they're gonna get it. This is not about talking. We want them. We want them. No.
Listen, there is not any of you from now till eternity who have against Mazi Ezejimmadu or Mazi Umeh that is here. Number one, all of you that tried that midget in South Africa that came up and said I was the one having letter. At the end of it, all of you the shame fell back on all of you. You see? Now, you cannot accuse an innocent person falsely. All of you, you have made that mess, committed your crime, insubordination here and there. And you are telling us you're the leadership of DOS, Directorate of State, DOS. Is not told. How many of you?
It is quite pathetic.
How many?
Very pathetic.
Very
pathetic. China Sanworu.
Madam Nayan is a member of DOS.
Yeah.
George Umeh is a member of DOS. All the principal officers and all over the world, they are all members of DOS. But when you say the leadership are in conformity with what you people have decided, so the leadership is who? The leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who sent the message. The message keep coming. So how is it?
Okay, Mazi. Listen, Mazi. You see these people, yeah? When our leader's wife come, I said our leader's wife in the history of IPOB never appeared on Radio Biafra because there's no need for it. She might be called with different platform because she's the wife of the leaders of indigenous people of Biafra. Now, for her to come to Radio Biafra now to come and deliver Onyendu message showed you that Chikedozem is quite irrelevant.
Very, very rare.
And she speak comparable, because I don't want to dive into her word, but he told people to go and find your brother or a lawyer to explain it to you.
Yeah.
It's very simple. The question is this: is Chikedozem doing what Onyendu asked him to do? If he's not doing it, then Chikedozem is in the category of those people their frontal rope is not working. He needs to reactivate it. Very, very important. Now, this clown, this invisible person that is calling himself China Sanworu said that is in conformity.
We have his picture or whatever. Those when he heard all their picture and whatever, but what this is some of us off. You understand me? Mazi, you are here now, putting your real name, your picture, your face on the same thing me. You understand me? Now, these idiots, they keep hiding, with fake names and fake whatever, deceiving people, stealing from IPOB, stealing from the agitation, causing more pain to our leader. And they are claiming they are the leadership. Come on now, whom are you leading? People like me? To lead me to what? People like me? Well, all the people, their frontal lobe that is emptied, well, you people can tell all those you're rubbish. You understand? Because we warned all of you on time. We said, do this the right thing. Remember the broadcast I did? Before I did that broadcast, that message, copy of it, I have it. I sent it to them. I discussed with them. I told them, this is what Onyendu said. I have you people receive message from Onyendu today. Is this not what Onyendu sent to you people? I have the copy. You people, you have your copy. Is it not the same message Onyendu sent to you people today? Am I not having the same message? Don't you see it? Is it not word for word? Obey what Onyendu told you people to do. They did not. I was forced to do that broadcast I did. Chikedozem them they thought, blackmailing or creating little lies here and there to sustain your insubordination.
Mazi, the hashtag is show your real name because we need to know people who they are. Let them show their real names now because like we in IPOB, people feel form. So how they feel form? They feel form.
Because of Biafra child, all the shots police letter with his real name.
And then a baby mandena aqua hanchani, and we will see them. Now, Mazi, let's move forward on their videos because we're just coming back. So let's go through them, and
see. A few minutes we wrap this today up because
it's almost
they piss somebody up. I thought that time I was telling you, can I manage to get this for Mama Haga and what to 1 cent.
Yeah, let's
deeper.
No, they have eat the forbidden fruit. They're not going back. These guys are not going back. They have made up their mind. Like I said, they have taken a stand, and they are not going back on that. That's why they're pushing to make sure that Onyendu don't come out. But it will be surprise to all of them. Onyendu said, if you know, let me say it. Onyendu said, if you know what to do, that Biafra will not be restored, do it. And if as well know what you will do to restore Biafra, do it. So it is on your ball court now to you to do whatever you decide to do. People like us are here. We're not going anywhere. But we are here to always checkmate you because our code of conduct gave me the absolute right.
Of course.
When I see people committing crime within IPOB, I will call you out. Because you people now started discussing IPOB outside. You people have given us platform to talk about your illness. And we will talk it. We will decode all your evil that you have committed in IPOB. Like I said, I have not said things I have done no as a principal officer. I'm using your words here. That's why I'm waiting for you guys. And I have said it, including Chike Doziem. If you have the balls, come out and cough. Can you put in generation gone?
They cannot. They know what we have.
Mazi, let's move on. Let's move on.
Broken glass.
They have got nothing to offer. These are a bunch of lunatics.
Very low level animals.
He has the capable hands. If you ask the illegal teams, if you ask anybody who have known him, he have always said in his absence, and that is what the IPOB Code of Conduct said. In his absence.
You see where this clown is lying.
Look at
you see where this clown. That's why. Listen to me. This is the problem. Agent or provocateur. China Sanworu. I want you to tell Biafrans where the Code of Conduct Onyendu said when Onyendu is not there. Chike doesn't pick up from our leader. Where is now Code of Conduct to show you how low these men are?
Are you sure? None of them have even read the Code of Conduct.
Where in our Code of Conduct do they say when Onyendu is not there, Chike doesn't pick up? You have a capable hand. Which capable hand does he have? You are the capable hand?
Nothing like that.
You know?
Nothing like that.
Sense that Chike Doziem takes charge. When people say Chike Doziem, Mazi Chike Doziem is the head of the GOS, which Mazi Nnamdi is part of. Now, nobody inside the GOS, everybody have his work. In the absence of Mazi Nnamdi, I'm asking you.
And another thing again, Onyendu is not absent.
No.
That is the irony of this moron.
Yeah, he's alive.
Onyendu is not absent.
He's in communication with everybody.
But that is what they have made Onyendu now. And Onyendu is being absent.
Absent,
This moron know where Onyendu is. If you want to go and meet Onyendu, you can go and meet Onyendu. Onyendu is not absent. For your information, you devilish animal.
One lady from in town the other day said, "Oh, Mazi, the Cabal got Nigeria guy who say, are you following me up and down?" You understand me?
Should those work be shut down?
You want to see it, go to DSS.
Do you think it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is controlling the IPOB media as he is inside? Do you think he's the one?
Mazi, I think you understand what this guy is saying and the way he's betraying our leader. I just want to play all this couple voice. There's another one again. Let me just play this and before we conclude.
Giving them money to talk. People like us, nobody.
No. We finish with China Sanworu. Now we're going to go on the issue of Kanu calling them so-called media worms and media war. The person that actually started this campaign, actually Kanu gave him an audience to go to his program humbly, and he drank the water, because some of them claiming they're traditional people, they drink water, but they cannot take heat. If you can't take heat, don't go to the kitchen. It's not about drinking water that make you a sincere person. Mazi Kanu drank water the first time he appeared in that Murumuri guy in South Africa. Now, after that program, Kanu said the truth today, and he agreed with him. I'm going to play his voice now. Subsequently, he will see other things he wasn't saying about Kanu and the family of Onyendu. That's the reason why. But in this particular audio, you will hear where he agreed with Kanu verbatim about the issue of, because at the end of the day, these are wretched individuals. They don't have work.
And illiterates, for that matter. Their head.
Money to talk. We say the weight is because people are giving them money to talk. People like us, nobody gives us money to talk. We say the weight is, that is why we say the truth at all times. But those ones, they are giving 50p, $1 to buy the chat card. You know, when it comes, you see 500, you think it's so much money. These are the ones they are using. So as long as they are giving you that money, you are collecting it, you'll be forced to do their bit. Anything they ask you to say, that is what you say. So they don't have opinion of their own. So they should stop fooling people using their platforms. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. You know, what you just said now is very, very important, because someone have constantly, you know, talk about how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to send him, tell him the financial thing of IPOB, whatever. But man, looking at the person speaking, you will wonder. At times, people feel like it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu really what we think it is, because the cannibal of the person, you know, talking of, you know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exchanging such information with people that beg recharge card. And when we begin to wonder, is Mazi,
you had it with your mouth.
You know, that midget in South Africa. You understand? These are animals. There is nothing upstairs. Well, today they talk from this side. Tomorrow they talk from the other side, because they want to come on Facebook, you know, post, you know, say one thing. People who click on their platform, they think they have a right. They think they are relevant to what we are doing. They will remain irrelevant forever, because their intention, they are not here with pure heart, with pure mind. Look at what Kanu said on his platform. He confirmed with Kanu. He agreed with you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So today, that's an idiot.
Let's hear him. Let's hear him, and we'll hear in Zulumike. Then you can wrap it up now, Mazi, because it's almost 2.5 hours, 2 hours plus we are here.
Dear International,
because I'm doing this, and IPOB is not paying me, that gave Kanu the audacity to call me a recharge card. It's because I'm doing it for free. And on top of that, I am paying my money. And I'm going to meetings. That was what gave them the audacity to call me. What kind of rubbish? Some idiots will come and tell you rubbish. You call me recharge card. Another day, other people. Other people may do not me. And I don't care. Can DOX no again. My game can't tie anybody. Come put the whole world. All because now pay my money. And what idiot we sit at home? Is that I'm saying that she make up one leg on there. Chineke one nego to that. Chineke one nego to that. Chineke one nego to that. How can you open your mouth? How can you open your mouth to talk about His Majesty in this your act of disgrace on Facebook? Biafrans, I said that during Operation Python Dance, I need to say that some people in powers were busy. Now, it is true, and Emmanuel can explain that. Go and ask Fine Boy. The palace is under attack, and they are busy somewhere now. Jollification is as a result of their fornicative attitude that makes our enemies get advantage of us the very day they came with the attack. I see it's abomination to even say that. I'm not talking of it's abomination to mention like rubbish. Mother put online you can't just say were they not busy if you think any king to people, you don't fear anybody. You get abominable people. I know all this. I know all this. Abomination. Abomination. It was because of the same act that Chukwuemeka destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Go and read the history of Sodom and Gomorrah. Go and read the history of Roman Empire. Because of this very unsane act. Go and ask them.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
You see what we are talking about. You see what we are talking about.
Mazi, these people have gone. Mazi, you know, you're just coming back, Mazi. Let me be honest with you. These people went far.
They will never be well with them.
They went far, Mazi. They went far.
It will never be well. You see, with
they went far.
Ikenga, I got more furnishing. I raised the staff of my ancestors upon you. Perhaps that is what is dragging you to your, early grave. You are, little midget. You open your mouth and say those things against the late parents of our leader and that throne. You're on Facebook. You're on Facebook. So that people will click Akamino, hell you, Ikenga. That Ikenga as Orgainem. Because you don't even understand the meaning of Ikenga.
No.
You don't understand it. Well, that name, you are going to run away to answer Ikenga, because Ikenga will come after you. Ikenga that will come out from that throne. You know how far it will be. That Ikenga. It will come after you. It will come after you. Mark this word today. The same way you jumped out. At the end, the shame is living with you. The lies are with you. And those lies you said against me, the same lies you are repeating against this innocent family of our leader. It will never be well with you, Ikenga. Ikenga, you will never leave. You see, enjoy. You see, the fruit of anything, say, called children. I curse you today, you Ikenga. Or Emmanuel or whatever they call you, that little rat in South Africa. Because when you attacked me, I never opened my mouth to attack any of you or to say any word against any of you. But you see this act, you will suffer. And when the suffering will come and the consequence will come, don't forget. Don't forget. Today.
Mazi, I don't want to.
That's all I can say, because, and like Mazi, you know me, and I don't. You and me, we don't get into saga.
No. This is not. This is not.
You see the level they have gone to.
No, of course, this is not saga. This is.
You see the level they have gone to.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you. The reason why we're coming to this, because issue of Madam Nyanya. When they come with Madam Nyanya issue today, they have accepted with that they have come to the Biafra. I told them that they cannot dismiss Madam Nyanya, but because they have achieved their aim, they have now, stifle IPOB finance to some side, which they did. Chikedoziem, don't forget, Chikedoziem 2015, he was European rep then. Yeah, Chikedoziem opened a parallel account in Switzerland. This same Chikedoziem, it was Uchomofo then. I said it. Chikedoziem is on record. Chikedoziem opened a parallel, as soon as Onyendu was kidnapped in Lagos, Chikedoziem opened a parallel account for the whole Europe. You pay money into that account. Not our German account. It's on the record. So now, the reason why we are visiting all these things, because we need to create a background. And these things you're hearing, this is the desecrated Afariwibek Paras. Anybody that is an IPOB member that associate themselves with these people, Chikedoziem superhead whatever is happening. Mazi, we are not into saga, and that's why we don't mention names. But we need to start looking inwards, because this is the exemplar of people that say they are leading IPOB, and this is your underwatch. Even Uchemofo, even when Onyendu family passed away, go and check his write-up on condolences he sent to them. For one day, Uchemofo have never made any ill statement against Onyendu's parents.
For what?
Not for one day.
For what?
Not for one day. Not for one day. Omiomio, we have Omiomio's voice when he was describing China Sanworu and Chikedoziem. Go and listen to what he said there. Even though they are not in IPOB, does not mean you will carry smear attack personally on people's family. And our leader, I call her Onyendu your leader. And then Anatangwa, their wives are there. Who are these people they are referring to? Who are these people they are referring to? Is he talking to Onyendu directly? Mazi Nnamdi is the person he's talking to. Or is he talking to Israel Kanu? Because if it's not Mazi Nnamdi, is his majesty. And Fine Boy was not in Afarupi Bake when all this was, because this guy was talking. The soldiers started approaching Onyendu house from the 10th of September 2017. I was watching these things live. They made that 10th, 11th, 12th until that 14th evening. Where they lay this mayhem, unleash this mayhem on that particular house. We watched it. This is not hearsay. Some Tom, that's why I told them, if you want to talk about media warrior today, which some Tom will hold that golden, he was supposed to hold in that trophy. He don't have to argue with anybody. Because that guy covered whatever that transpired in Afaruku Bake. Did you go and watch what happened there? Kind of blood that was in that house. He caught everything on camera. Till tomorrow morning. I will play it here. I will stream that part. I have that video. I'll play it. Some Tom, I was with him on Facebook. It is not hearsay. And this guy is here talking down and saying all manner of things about Onyendu's family. Mazi, we cannot run away from the truth. We want to listen to one more. Like we said, we have it like this. Loads of it. Right? But I'm going to play one more. I'm playing Zumike's voice when they ask him about Onyendu's fate coming out. Then I will let you go. And the program will be closed.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Very soon, I will know the number of people in the power. the present, not in the powers of no one ever again. I know all this. I know all this, but I never want to say it. You are part of them. Even if you are president of the what do you do? I said, I know about it. You know, Mark, so I'm how can you open your mouth? How can you open your mouth to talk about His Majesty? I said that during Operation Fighting Plans, I need to say that some people in powers were busy not
Mazi, we have had that side before. It's fine. Just listen to one of these as well before you go. If you have something.
Alpha Power Media International.
And where every evidence he goes that now he need a million do not catch. Can you imagine? Hi, I'll wear man.
Reaction of human being. All human reaction. Right? If a man like this, how a human being should react.
Yes.
Is how we are reacting. But all the muka, spiritually, all the muka, he also
yeah. I think so too.
Yes, and all the muka, or what came back at after this stage,
yes. Yes, all the time.
Yes, although all the make a balance in
Yeah. You see, kind of check
that is the way it looks like.
You see, that's.
I will talk on this tomorrow. Because I will talk on this tomorrow because more I'm from the reason why. I'm from the reason why this kind of normal go anybody that this kind of trip. Or just first one is only so just second one.
Zoya.
Yeah?
Zoya. Ogwaro anybody.
Yes.
How can you create departments who are supposed to report to HOD?
Chai, oh blame on you. Chai, I remember.
Oh, yeah, with the thing.
Oh, yeah, with the thing. Oh, yeah, with it. Oh, yeah, I'm not job. I'm not
Oh, yeah, with the thing.
Who is coming there to report to you?
Oh, yeah, with the problem.
Chai, I remember.
Create a structure. Come here and maintain that structure.
Right.
So when you're report what you know ahead of you. Get somebody report it to me direct. Report to me direct if following if they make it.
While I'm on any age use here, you have few people to go this message for him.
Chai.
Yeah?
And we were not feeling too much before I
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
You see, they thought they have wrapped it under their destiny.
Mazi,
you see,
is what we are in. I tell people that 2015 script is what they are still playing on. Yeah. This is the voice of Tony Nzurumike. Yeah, almost 1 hour plus. Ebe the guy Maladi, Madam Nenyanya, we've done a program for this before we cut this in this particular audio. He blamed Onyendu.
Yeah.
That Onyendu knows that Madam Nenyanya knew. You know, the point is that these people constantly degrading themselves and contradicting themselves. So why would Madam Nenyanya know that Onyendu is going to Kenya, but you people that are claiming to be leadership is not aware?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because why are you calling Kanu to question where Onyendu was? Why didn't you know where your boss was going?
Yeah.
You see, when people making assertions, that's what I'm telling them. Our leader wife is saying, I said, I'm mad, no was something mad. He got you, why? What caused that thing? Have you asked question? Why is China Sanwo-Olu come to them say, oh, we call Kanu the same Kanu that is not Onyendu's biological brother.
Yeah. And not
the same Kanu that is not in DOS.
Yeah.
So why do you require Kanu to know where Onyendu is? You know, why I'm saying this, Mazi Ezeji, is that this man it's just like in Nzurumike. He want to talk about the message he went to in Cotonou with Onyendu. You know what that means? Espionage. When you go you're in a security, you know what I'm talking about. You cannot leave security under your official duties.
No.
Publicly. On a private conversation. Even if you work for a company, if you violate that data protection in any country in this world, is in your resume, you will never get a job anywhere. Your own is finished. You will not get a job anywhere. Let alone a national security, body on national security. Given scenario what happened in Cotonou with them and Asare Dokubo.
Yeah.
Look at him. Just talking unguardedly. And tomorrow, if somebody called him out, he will say IPOB. It's not IPOB. Number one is that he have committed an espionage against IPOB. So anybody can take a legal action against them if they found them wanting. That's very, very precise. And nobody should question that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you're calling Kanu Takano, asking him, DOS, Chikedoziem, saying when we recover from the shock. That means it must have been that Chikedoziem, you're not quite that irrelevant to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Onyendu know, all of you put together was there when Onyendu came out 2018. After missing 13 months, he was asked on a very mild interview, how many men have you found out of 100? Uchemofo was with us. Only say, I've not found up to 3 men. All of you claiming to be leadership, all of you are there. Onyendu said it open. Onyendu knows all of you by your names and what you can do. Like China Sanwo-Olu said that Onyendu suspended him. Nobody knows this. He's saying it because he confessed. You know, his mind is beating him up. So constantly he will be confessing. The day he made that assessment, I said, well, my mind don't play tricks on me. I connect the dots. Where the guy have pathological hatred to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
Pathological hatred to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Like I said, I don't know who, you know, Mazi, I'm not seeking to know who the person is. As is what is it called again? Is imposture until the day it will be officially unveiled to us. This is person they call China Sanwo-Olu. But until that day, you know,
all of them.
You know. So
you know, life because of their wickedness, their evil.
Yeah.
Oh, wickedness. My brother, because I think as you can see, this room na Germany no check so this is an opportunity for them to cash out IPOB money and then be relevant or whatever. But all of them, they know. They don't even want our leader alive, not less of coming out. Look at it. Our leader, you go shock all of them. No, you go shock. You see all of us. You go shock all of us soon. Not over again. This our little not on because what they have done within the zoo. They release our leader, you know, may have quit it. Now in the zoo. Don't release him. Don't release him or hold him there. China sound Chike Desium, all this little cabal former inside IPOB. Mazi, remember, we have dealt with enemies outside. What we are dealing, the enemies inside, these are the ones. They are the ones. Because you cannot disobey our leader's order. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. You know, constantly.
And the irony is that they come to the Biafra admit to it publicly what they have done.
Yes.
That showed you their impetus. Now they know that they have told the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not make it out.
Yeah.
For them to have the temerity to come to accept that this is what I have done.
Yeah.
Onyendu send a message. Everybody was reluctant to do what Onyendu asked them to do. And Chike said because Onyendu did not give him reason, that is why he did what he did. Yeah. So their conclusion is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is why they allow them to say whatever they want to say about the family. Nobody questions them. Yeah. And that's what put Uchemofo. Uchemofo still holding that golden. You see Uchemofo? Like when you said when he came out, he said, wherever you see him, buy him drink. As he stand today, whenever you see Uchemofo, still buy him drink.
Yes.
Regardless what is happening. Because nobody have got close to Uchemofo on his loyalty to Onyendu and IPOB.
Very loyal.
Nobody has come. Nobody. Only Madam Nnamdi
come and say this is what our leader said.
Only Madam Nnamdi of today, as a stand today. That is why they hated her so much.
Yeah.
Now they have accepted that they cannot sack Madam Nnamdi. But everybody was jumping up and down, and I warned them. Our program is not for people that their frontal rope is covered, where they're looking for like and love. It's not like. We know they are watching. There are so many ways to watch Facebook. They had a meeting. But who cares? At the end of the day, the message is getting to the people that requires it.
Do Mazi Ezejimmadu look and Mazi Umeh, do we look like we need any of your support or how do you call it, like or encouragement? I don't need it. Right now, George. No permanent enemy, no permanent friend.
No.
You see this agitation? That's all. Like I said, don't forget, Onyendu chapter 1, verse 1. Once you disobey Onyendu order, the spirit of Biafra has
left you. Simple as that.
And there is nothing you can do or say again that will make sense. Finish. You are finished forever.
Mazi,
don't forget Biafrans. Onyendu chapter 1, verse 1. Don't forget.
Mazi, there. Well, thank you for coming, and may Chukwuemeka give you that strength. You're a good man.
I bless you.
And remain strong, and I will assemble by infinite grace. If this week coming, that will have chance again.
I will welcome grandfather.
Welcome. I know.
Granny.
There, well, thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Let me close the program, Dalo. Thank you. There,
bless you.
Yeah, bless you.
Bless dear friends.
Yeah,
I bless all of you. Your spirit is pure, your mind is pure, your soul is pure, your body is pure. To restore Biafra, those are the people I bless. Not those low level things.
There, Mazi Dalo. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you. Yes, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, once again, today was a bit of interaction with my senior comrade Mazi Ezejimmadu as the gatekeepers, as again they assemble themselves. And to be honest with you, a lot of people might think it's a joke. It's not funny, not at all. You know, what we are doing here is a serious business. I've got a lot to do. And the reason why we are here is to educate Biafrans. We always say that. This program is solemnly to open your frontal lobe, those of you that have lost the sight to see or understand where we are. And we dedicated today again To those people that are still reviving, that try to catch up on what we are doing, Mazi Chike and his cronies, it's a very straightforward message to you guys. In IPOB, Uchemofo said one thing. He says that either you're an IPOB or outside IPOB yapping. You guys are not representing IPOB. I want every single IPOB member to take this word home. As long as you guys have publicly admitted that Onyendu was sending message, everybody was reluctant. As long as Chike open your mouth and admitted that Onyendu asked you 96 hours before the sit at home to suspend it, Mazi Nnamdi kind of saw what was coming. That is why when the NSAS issue came up, Onyendu pulled up because he saw what was coming. When he was hijacked, the same thing happened on the sit at home. Today, those people forcing sit at home in Biafra land, you caused it. You gave them the edge because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu required, instructed you not to carry on announcing that sit at home in Biafra 96 hours before that was taking place. That one makes you liable on whatever that is. The turmoil that are going up in Biafra land today is actually detrimental to you, and which you admitted in your own audio that you will take responsibility. Remember that word, that you will take the responsibility. It is not a my word. And some of you think this is a joke. Ain't a joke. Many people have lost their life in the ill decision that you have made and disobeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The detriment is massive, is huge. For some of you who does not understand. I'll be reconvening here next week with a different program on the critical analysis. Onyendu wife told you to critical analyze. That will unveil your frontal lobe. With your subconscious minded, you can critical analyze things. Keep your sentiment and emotion. Stop clapping hand behind people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said 100 men with clean heart will restore Biafra. We are not here for popularity. I'm not here for anybody to follow me. But the message more descend in you, whether you like it or not. You might be watching it without clicking on it. That don't really care. But the fact remains that that message has got to the people that they require the message. And IPOB must be savaged without any apology. What we are saying here is that IPOB was the beacon of hope for everybody that believes in freedom. And the reason why we came out here, because we care for our people. I'm not hungry. I can live in United Kingdom for the rest of my life. So what do I care? My kids are here. Why do I care? I care because that is where I come from. And people pay price in this country. That is why when someone speaks to me, only here, their father fought for this country, I won't challenge them. Do you know why? Only have said it over time. This is not my country. I want to go home and be governed like a human being, not like a wild beast. So that is why we have come out. We come to put our own. We don't come to take from IPOB. For those of you that have joined IPOB for one thing or the other, I told you, the blood of our people will never forgive your generation. Those that have caused the family of Okukano know that your generation has been caused. I'm telling you the truth. This is not a joke. Any man that have opened their mouth to say one word or the other that is ill against Okukano family, you have embedded with cause with your generation. I, George Umeh, told you, this is not about taking sizes. Because we know why we are fighting to get and restore Biafra. Our leader's wife said, because watch somebody desecrating the king of Afaruku Ibek, the palace of Afaruku Ibek. That the heir apparent to throne is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a stand today. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu claim is your leader. Don't you see that majority of you have something to do with your frontal lobe? That is where our leader's wise message now came haunting every single one of you. Because some of you are diverting attention, pointing finger on the wrong side. But you are the person that message was meant for. You need to start reflecting on those words and act towards at the right direction. Fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I will going to leave you again with our leader's lamentation. For some of you who does not think Onyendu knew who you are and you by your names, that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will always weep. Because Onyendu know that our people are lame. Our people are lame. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have cried this cry. Over time, the position of our people. How do we savage our people? How do we make you people think like normal human beings? IPOB was formed to change the narrative, not the opposite. And tonight, I urge you to open your frontal lobe and start thinking like a normal human being. Critical analysis is where they get the facts and figures. Anything we say here, we prove it. And any one of you that are out there on social media running saga, I want to tell you something about the world we are living on. Maybe some of you don't know what cybercrime is, or data print is all about, because any data print does not go our way. It's there. Generation to generation, you upload them. So you might be say something on YouTube, you delete it on Facebook. If they want to pull it out, they pull it out with the IP of that particular broadcast you made. For some of you have speak unguardedly. A lesson to learn is when BBC run a documentary, some of you, your faces was there. It wasn't wrong. It was running for, that was campaign for IPOB because they were against us. But I'm giving you a clue of what internet does. When BBC was making those documentaries, they were mentioning names of people they have saw. I'm just telling you that when you say something directly to somebody, that person can pick it up with you anytime, any day. So for any of you that have speak ill against individual, it is entirely to that individual to take illegal action against you, because you are not speaking on the auspices of IPOB unto to restore Biafra. You are taking on board on individual, and you must hold liable to your own consequences. And I thank you all for listening to me tonight. May Chukwuemeka bless every single one of you. Give you that strength and understanding, and may Chukwuemeka continue to guide and protect Onyendu. Onyendu is fine because he's doing the work Chukwuemeka have asked him to do. Thank you very much, and I will leave you with this. Good night.
Our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed. Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwuemeka in heaven mandated that we should come. If not, that I was called to do this very work, I will not speak to any of you anymore. But Chukwuemeka said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer I made in secret, I will make out here in the open. Chukwuemeka biko. Since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this very earth, I need men. I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. Chukwuemeka. You must bring them now. I did not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. It is beyond what any human being can endure. We want to go and get Biafra, or we die in the process, because we are better off dead than witness some of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate. They bring their cattle into our land. They desecrate our land. They kill us in the presence of our families, and nobody does anything about it. And when the police attend, the police sit idly by as people are being killed by not a multitude of people. Only 4. Only 4 Awasa people can sack an entire village in Biafra land, and we call ourselves men. No, we are not men. Until we redeem our honor. Until we look at integrity and say, we must have a part of it. Until then, to be honest with you. This is Radio Biafra.